And anyways, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to part two of our playthrough of A Touch of Evil. And we're going up against Krampus. Our hero, Thomas the Courier, is currently hot on the case to track him down. We have determined where his lair is, and we're just going to be preparing to go after him. But really quickly, let me give you a recap of the first part of our game. So Thomas the Courier has been traveling around Shadowbrook in a number of different locations. He did manage to pass this one test and had the captain of the guard with him, but we ended up losing him to end up preventing some wounds for ourselves. We have had a couple of events that have helped us out. We have a couple of entourage. We have an entourage that allows us to have some extra allies. We also have some endurance that is giving us an additional health box for us. We did manage to find a musket at the abandoned keep, which is currently where we're at. And we had another event that ended up having investigations scattered all over the board. We have had some events that have caused us to advance towards the darkness on the shadow track. But let me quickly give you a little bit of some backstory or a little bit of lore about what's going on in the game. So first of all, let's look at Krampus. And it says much of the folklore that the original settlers of Shadowbrook practiced in the old world also made the journey across the ocean. One such tale is that of Krampus, the holiday devil. Krampus is said to wander the countryside one night a year, punishing naughty children that fail to do their chores by whipping them with rods of birch. Those that he deems especially naughty, he throws in his old sack to be taken back to his lair and eaten. So, what we have for him in his special ability is punishing the naughty. So once a year, when the days grow cold, Krampus, the holiday devil, comes down from the mountain to punish those he deems naughty. And his special ability or special rules is the villain rolls one extra fight die directly against each ally and town elder the hero has with them during a fight. Every ally and town elder is assumed to only have a single health unless noted otherwise. We have not had a fight with him yet. However, that is going to be something that's going to be coming very soon. And then also, let's take a look at our hero, Thomas the Courier, over here. A little bit about him. Since a young age, Thomas has been a traveler, a loner, and a scout. He makes a living as a courier, forever on the move. With a scarred face and a dead eye, Thomas has always looked out for himself above all else. Riding into town with a special delivery for one of the elders of Shadowbrook, he finds himself wrapped up in the mysterious and deadly events that begin to unfold around him. Anyways, so here we are. We are ready to pick back up in our quest here. We have had a chance to investigate a number of our town elders, and so far, no one has come up evil, but the only two that we have not looked at yet have been Sophie the midwife and Magistrate Croft. We know that Lord Handbrook is okay. We know that Lady Handbrook is very powerful for us. She's going to give us some extra dice if we recall that. Reverend Harding, he's going to give us some additional fight dice against a demon, which Krampus is considered one. However, he is a coward, and so we have a 50-50 chance of him running away. We know that Dr. Manning is okay. He's kind of full of himself, but he can help us to prevent some wounds. But we are not sure of Sophie the midwife or Magistrate Croft. I have a feeling that they potentially are working for Krampus and trying to go against us, but we shall see. Anyways, so what we have on our board, we still have one minion down in the old woods, which is currently the lair where Krampus is hiding. Now, if we look at the old woods, it says at the start of the showdown, I may make a spirit 5+ test, and then test for every 5+ rolled, you gain +1 fight dice during the first showdown fight round. Hello, Chris. Glad that you could join us. So if I look at that, if I'm going to do a spirit 5 plus, my spirit is currently a 3. I may want to go and go up to the church and maybe try to gain to try to up our spirit. We're also going to want to gain some more investigation to be able to um, start our showdown. Maybe we'll want to pick up a few other things. And also, if we happen to engage in a showdown and we get knocked out, there's a potential that we are going to lose investigation and some other things. So, a couple of things that I wanted to talk about on the game board itself now here, and that we haven't had this happen yet. But as we move along these spaces where there is investigation, we can pick up one investigation in each space as we go along. Basically, we're gathering information as we move along. Also, we have the option, and we haven't done this so far, to actually stay in a spot where we're at and linger. And if we do, we actually have to make a roll on the die. And if we roll a 1, then bad things are going to happen. So we have not done that yet. But anyways, enough of me talking about that. Let's get back to the action. So the first thing that I need to do is roll for our movement. And we have a 4. And again, Thomas has an additional 2 moves. So he could move up to 6 spaces. So we could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 this way, pick up some more investigation. But like I said, I think we want to stop off at the church and see if we can potentially gain some spirit. So actually, that what I can do too is I can boost my honor with, I have this honorable gesture. This card here says give any hero or town elder +2 honor for the rest of the turn or showdown or fight round. I think I'm actually going to use this event card to give myself an additional 2 honor that will give me 4. So it will give me a much better chance of being able to improve my spirit. So let's move along here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll pick up these 2 investigation along the way. While we're at the church, the first thing that we need to do is we need to draw an event. And we have this militia. Play immediately. Place a militia marker on any named space on the board. Limit 1 militia per space. Well, since we know where Krampus is hiding, I think it only makes sense for us to put a militia down in the old woods. So he will give us +1 combat when we're down there, and they're also able to take 1 wound down there. So we have the militia with us. And we played that, so that is done. The next thing that we can do, pay 2 investigation to make an honor 5+ test. If successful, gain +1 spirit. So we're going to pay our 2 investigation. And again, we use that 1 event to give us additional 2 honor for the rest of the turn. So we have 4 honor. So we will be rolling 4 dice, looking for a result of 5+. And we have 2 5s and a 6. So we are actually going to gain ourselves +1 spirit. So I'll take one of these tokens. We have +1 spirit. We'll place it right down there. We now have a spirit of 4. So that will help us out there. I believe that is the only thing that are going to do there. We've encountered our space. We've done our other things that we needed to do. And so we are going to enter now our mystery phase. So it says no one is safe. The villain attacks, killing one of the town elders. Roll a d6. Any town elder with that spirit equal to the roll is killed, and then each hero gains 2 investigation. So let's see what happens here. We're going to roll, and for our spirit, we rolled a spirit of 6. Oh, and Reverend Harding is going to be killed. Reverend Harding would have been useful for us because he would have given us some dice, but unfortunately, he dies. And that's going to move the shadow track 2 spaces down towards the darkness. However, we are going to, or the shadow track, and we will gain 2 investigation. So unfortunately, not a very good happening there. We have lost one of our town elders, so unfortunately, Reverend Harding is no longer with us. Okay, so back to our turn. We're going to go ahead and roll for our movement. We have 4. We could actually move 6 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, I think I'm going to end up stopping in the fields there, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stop there. Gain all this investigation. And we have to encounter this particular space. Let's see here how much we have. 2, 4, 5, and 2, 4, 5. I'll turn these couple of in here. So we have 11 investigation right now, which is good. So in the fields, roll a d6. On a 3+, draw an event. On a 1 or 2, draw a mystery. And we have a 4, so we will draw an event. And the event is, you've come to save us. Play immediately. Greeted with joy by the locals, you bring hope to this devastated village. Gain investigation equal to your honor. Well, my honor is only 2 this turn, so we will gain 2 investigation. All right. Back to, we've done everything that we needed to do. We'll now go into the mystery phase. So we'll draw our mystery card. Murder. The villain has struck again. Place 3 investigation on the board at a random location. Move the shadow track 1 step closer to darkness. So we're moving down that way. And our random location for the 3 investigation is going to be the crossroads. So 3 investigation on the board over at the crossroads, which is actually this space right over here next to the old woods. So all of this stuff is here. Crossroads are over in that space there. Back to us. We're going to go ahead and roll for our movement. We rolled a 4. And we're going to go 1, 2, stop at the windmill. We'll pick up this investigation. And we will have an encounter at the windmill. Black Feather. Climbing to the loft of the old windmill, you find a single black feather on the wooden floor. It is a quill etched with runic markings and dripping red. Make a spirit 4+ test. Test and gain 1 investigation for every 4+ rolled. Okay, so we have 4 spirit. So we will roll 4 dice, looking for 4+ to gain some more investigation. This one here is cock. We'll re-roll it. It's a 2. Unfortunately, we're not going to be gaining any investigation that turn. So that goes back behind there. I don't know if I moved that. We're just going to leave that at 12. I think we're at 12 there. All right, we'll go to the mystery phase. It's struck again. Mystery death. The villain attacks one of the town elders. Roll d6. On the roll of 4+, the town elder with the lowest honor is killed. Each hero gains 1 investigation. So, let's see here. We have to make a roll. We want to roll low. We rolled a 2. Thank goodness. But we are going to gain investigation. So, that's a mystery there. We dodged a bullet there. We would have lost another elder. Back to Thomas the Courier. We'll go ahead and roll our dice. We rolled a 1. We get to draw an event card for that. Gossip and rumors. Play at any time except during a fight to peek at the secrets of one town elder without revealing them. You may choose one of those secrets to discard and draw a new one without looking to replace it. Well, since I already know we only have 2 of them that we are worried about, and we can peek at this, so if they're evil, we don't have to reveal this. I'm going to take a look at Sophie the midwife, and let's see what's going to happen to her. We're going to look, and a little secret. She is a voyeur, sneaking around town At night, this town elder peers through windows of his neighbors, watching them from afar. Who knows what other devilish acts and depraved deeds they have committed while gallivanting through the wicked night. This is of no consequence to the investigation, no effect. Well, Sophie the midwife, so her thing is may cancel any mystery card in play or event card as it is played on the d6 roll of 3 plus. That would actually be pretty good to get rid of that mystery card, cancel it, because we have to pay double to start our showdown. So we went ahead and took care of that for our event, used that right away. And I think I'm going to choose to linger. Like I said, I want to be able to encounter that space again. Maybe we can actually get something this time. We don't have an event we don't have any kind of card from the windmill. Maybe we'll be able to pick up another ally. But what we need to do is we need to roll a 1. I mean, we don't want to roll a 1. We have to roll 1 die. And we rolled a 3, so we were okay. And we'll be able to encounter the windmill again. So our next event here is a pitchfork. So we have +1 combat, and once per fight round, you may re-roll one of your fight dice. If the re-roll is a 1, discard this item. So that's good. So we actually have a musket, and we have a pitchfork in our arsenal, all giving us combat. So right now we have our 3 combat, 4, 5, 6. We're currently at 6 combat and getting stronger as we go along here. We also have our militia member down there. We do need to go down and take care of this fawn, I believe. We can go and encounter the old world, the old forest, the old woods, and not engage in a showdown yet, even though we know that's where he's at. We're sitting really, really good with investigation, but we do have to have our next mystery phase. And they brought this evil. Every hero in a named space must roll a number of dice equal to their honor. For every 5 or 6 rolled, gain 1 investigation. For every 1 or 2 rolled, take 1 wound or discard 1 item ally. Move the shadow track 1 step closer to darkness. Well, let me move the shadow track. And we have 2 honor. So we're going to roll that. We want to roll high for these. We want a 5 or 6. We have a 5. So we will gain 1 investigation there. And for every 1 or 2 rolled, we take a wound or discard 1. We're going to take a wound. And maybe on the way down, we'll go to the doctor's office and we'll be able to heal up for that. So that was our mystery phase. We go back to Thomas the Courier and we roll. And we've got a 3. +2 for our movement is 5. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down to the doctor's office. We'll pick up this investigation along the way. And we will draw an event. The event is near miss. Force a hero, minion, or villain to re-roll all of their successful hits just rolled during a fight round, or cancel any mystery card that is keyword death. That's a mystery. There is no keyword on there. However, we are going to hold on to that because we could use that during the showdown, hopefully. And while we're here, we can heal 1 wound for 1 investigation each. And so we'll spend 1 investigation to remove that wound. And back to our mystery phase. So as you can see in the basic game, turns move very, very quickly. We're not there's a lot of extra things, and I kind of miss that with like the advanced charts and stuff like that. But again, for this type of action and stream, we're moving along, and it seems to be working okay for it. Although I just kind of feel like we're missing some stuff. Here we go with our mystery. It's struck again. Do I have any weapons? Yes, I have a musket and I have a pitchfork that each give me, the musket gives me +2 combat, the pitchfork gives me +1 combat. Anyways, it's struck again. The villain attacks one of the town elders. Roll a d6. On the roll of 4+, the town elder with the lowest spirit is killed. Each hero gains 1 investigation. So let's roll that. and see what happens. We don't want to roll. We want to roll below a 4. We rolled a 2. And so we again avoided that, and we gain an investigation. That was our mystery phase. Back to Thomas the Courier. Let's roll for our movement. We rolled a 5. We are going to move down this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to stop off at the crossroads, pick up all this investigation along the way, clear off the board, get a little bit more in the bank. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 investigation there. We'll cash that in. And another 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll put 5 more in the bank. So we're sitting at, right now, we've got 23 investigation. I think what I'm going to want to do here, my plan is, once we encounter the crossroads, to move in here, take out the fawn, get some more investigation, head up to the town hall to get some items. And, I'm sorry, not that. We'll go to the blacksmith and we will get some items and get ready for the showdown. So anyways, here at the crossroads, roll a d6. On a 3+, draw an event. On a 1 or 2, draw a mystery card. And we rolled a 4, so we will draw an event. And the event is Magistrate's Mandate. Play immediately. Play this card on any hero. That hero may now carry 1 additional card from either the Old Woods or Abandoned Keep. Remains in play. All right, we'll put that over here. That's going to allow us to hold on to more stuff. We want more items, although allies would be good, but we really want items because of Krampus is going to attack us if we have additional allies with us. So that was a successful event, and now we will have our mystery phase. Mystery phase says, no one is safe. The villain attacks, killing 1 of the town elders. Roll a d6. Any town elder with honor equal to the roll is killed. Each hero gains 2 investigation. Oh boy, here we go. Who's going to die now? 2. Who has an honor of 2? Unfortunately, Dr. Manning is going to die. That's going to move us down 2 steps closer to the shadow track. We're at 9. We're losing out on... we're losing our wounds. We're losing our extra dice. We still have our valuable town elders with us. I'm almost debating if I need to move quickly here, decide what we're going to do before we go into a showdown with Krampus, because I don't really want to risk losing any more of our town elders up there. So another terrible mystery event there. I do want to go and try to get additional items so that we can take out Krampus, and so I do want to head back to the blacksmith's office. So let me roll some die here. We have a movement of 5. We can move up to 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is fine. We'll go to the blacksmith, and we will draw an event. And the event is Strength of Courage. Play immediately. Play this on any hero. +1 honor remains in play. So we now have an honor of 3. And we're going to go ahead and look in our town items. And I believe when we go there, we can purchase as many items as we can afford. Let me just check to make sure. It says buy store at the blacksmith, buy town items. And let me just check in here about those locations, if we have anything there about those particular spaces. Don't recall. Town spaces. It just basically says each one you can utilize when encountering that space. Well, it says we can buy town items here. We have this one. We can buy some healing herbs to heal 2 wounds for 3. Maybe we'll spend 3 for that. And we have tools of science. We may now use our cunning. Our combat is high. There is this one where you can use spirit during, instead of combat during a fight. Roll fight dice equal to your spirit. Our spirit is 4, combat is 3. We have that runic amulet. Or we could buy a musket for 9 that's going to give us another +2 combat. So maybe we might want to do that. We'll buy a musket. So we'll have a musket, 2 muskets actually, and we can use as many items as we want. So we're going to go in double with that. So we spend 9 for that and 3 for the healing herbs. So we will spend 12 investigation out of our, so 10, 12. All right. And so we still have 11 left. We are actually going to need to spend 6 to start the showdown because of the evil is on the move. While in play, this investigation, the investigation cost printed on lair cards is doubled. So, all right, so we have to have our mystery phase. Deadly encounter. Every hero must roll a d6. The hero that rolls lowest must resolve a single fight round with the villain. Instead of causing wounds, each hit done to the villain gains 1 investigation for the hero. So, let's see here. I'm going to roll the lowest because I'm only a solitaire player here. So I have to encounter 1 fight round. So let me add up all of my combat, what we have so far. We have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 combat. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. We'll roll and see how many wounds or how much investigation we're going to get. We need 5 or 6s. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to gain 4 investigation on that. 1, 2, 3, 4. And Krampus is going to roll 5 dice against us. We'll see what happens with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we are going to take 2 wounds. 1, 2. All right. Took care of that now. And that event is over. All right, back to us. We're going to make a move here. We rolled a 1. We draw an event. Escape. Play at the end of any showdown fight round in which a hero did no wounds to the villain. Roll a d6. On the roll of 3+, the villain escapes and the showdown ends immediately. Or prevent all wounds a town elder is about to take. If part of a hunting party, they are removed from the fight. Okay. We'll hold on to that. We have plenty of cards. We do have 3 movement. We're just going to go to the doctor's office and we're going to draw an event there. This says reassuring speech. Play as an action while in a town space to move the shadow track D3 steps away from darkness. Gain 2 investigation for each step moved on the shadow track, then remove this card from the game, or cancel any mystery card that is keyword hysteria. We don't have any keywords there. So we are in a town space. Let's go ahead and play this as an action. And we're going to move D3 steps away from the shadow track. So let's roll this. Let's roll high. We rolled a 3. So that's going to be 2 spaces back. And we will gain 4 investigation for that. And while we're here, we're going to go ahead and pay 2 investigation to heal our wounds. And that will be our visit to the doctor's office. And we will now move on to our mystery phase. And I think we're going to start heading down towards the old woods to engage Krampus. Okay, rumors run rampant. If Sophie the midwife is still alive, which she is, roll a d6. All right, we're going to roll a d6. We rolled a 4. Every town elder with honor equal to or less than the number rolled gains 1 secret. So every town elder with honor equal to or less than 4 gains a secret. All right, so we have a secret that goes here. Lady Handbrook gains a secret. Well, that makes things kind of interesting. We might have to spend some time investigating them because it could be bad. All right, that's our mystery phase. Back to our hero. We roll for a movement. We rolled a 5. What do we have? We can keep additional items from the old woods or the abandoned keep. So the abandoned keep, we have the musket, but we can also move this way. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to move down into this space. We're going to move into the old woods, and we are going to have to fight the fawn. So the fawn, he is going to, let's see if we have any allies with us. And event, or items. We have no allies with us. So he is going to have 3 fight dice. And we are going to have our 8 dice against him. So fighting against this fawn, trying to take him out so we can get him off the space and get some investigation. We need to wound him 3 times. So we have two successes. So we'll put 2 wounds on the fawn, and we will go, and he did not do anything to us. We will engage in another fight round, seeing if we can put the wallop on him. And we will take him out. We'll gain 4 investigation. And he is going to do 2 wounds to us. All right, we took care of him. Now we can encounter the space, do our other actions. We'll pick up the investigation here. And, oh, actually should have rolled 1 more die with the militia, but that's okay. He's there. We're going to go ahead and encounter the old woods. And we have an axe. +1 combat. Discard to cancel any mystery card on the D6 roll of 2+. Well, you know what I think I'm going to do? We're going to discard. We're going to take this axe. You know what? I'm going to hold on to it. I've got plenty of investigation. If something happens, we can go back to that later on. Do I want to use the healing herbs? Discard at any time to heal 2 wounds from any single hero in my space. I think I want to hold on to that. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and use those healing herbs. Return that to the town stack to heal 2 wounds. I don't really want to spend more time going back to the doctor's office and coming back down. The militia stays there until they take a wound. They're out there. They're out there the whole time. They actually add 1 wound. It says here for the militia. I had the card out here before. Anyways, they get to stay out there, Chris. So we are going to go ahead and engage. We're going to start a show. Oh, actually, you know what we need to do? I'm sorry. Before we do that, I need to spend 2 investigation. We need to go back and investigate Lady Handbrook. She had another secret on her. And it's a little secret. She's a war criminal. What the town elder did during the long war of independence is shameful to say the least. It's no consequence to this investigation. So we do want to, she's fine. All right, we're going to go ahead and start a showdown. And the way that the showdown works is we're going to have to first pay the cost on our lair card in order to start the investigation. And we already have that event card that says that the cost is going to be double. So we have at the old woods. It says that we can. It's going to cost us 3. So let's see here. We're going to go to the showdown thing just to make sure that I do this right. All right. So we're going to reveal our lair card, and we're going to pay the cost. So we reveal this. We're going to pay the cost. It's going to cost us 6 investigation because it's double. Then we get to form a hunting party. So at the start of the showdown, the hero may choose up to 2 elders to bring them as a hunting party. You may choose from any of the town elders that are still alive and have not become evil elders. And move the chosen town elder cards over next to your hero character sheet. You know what we're going to take? We are definitely taking Lady Hambrook. So we're going to reveal her secrets, and we're going to get +2 fight dice. And we also have +1 combat from her, so we have 3 fight dice with her. This other thing is no effect. And then we also have, we're going to take Lord Handbrook with us, and we reveal him. He was into witchcraft, but that was no effect, and he's going to give us +1 fight dice. So we have Lady and Lord Handbrook. They're going to be down here on the board with us in this hunting party to go up against Krampus. So let's take a look at Krampus's card. This whole time he's been lurking. We really haven't seen a whole bunch, but we're going to throw him down there. There's Krampus on the board. And it says that the villain rolls 1 extra fight die directly against each ally and town elder the hero has with them during a fight. And every ally and town elder is assumed to have only have a single health unless noted otherwise. So you know what? Let me grab a couple of colored dice that will be different than what we're using, and so that we can distinguish which dice are going up against who. So I have a purple die and a red die and this other brown die. I've grabbed some dice here off camera so that we can assign them to the different things. So he's going to roll one extra die directly against each ally and town elder. Well, this militia is considered an ally. So we're going to have the red die for the militia. And then we are going to have the green die is going to be Lord Handbrook, and we'll have this purple die be Lady Handbrook. So those are going to be directly against them. Let's see what happens. Plus he has his 5 combat dice. There's 5 there. We've got all those dice. And then I'm going to have my 8 dice up against, actually I'm going to have more than that. I will have, let's add up all of these things here. We have +1 fight die for Lord Handbrook, so it's 1, 2, 3 for Lady Handbrook, that's 3. 4 for the axe, 5 with the pitchfork, 5. 6, 7 for the musket, 8, 9 for the other musket, and another 3. So 3 and 2 is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're going to be rolling 12 dice against Krampus. I'm hopefully that we can take him down. He has a health of 6. So we're going to roll, let's see, we'll roll 6 and then we'll roll 6 again. So here's the first 6. Nothing. And do I have anything that I can re-roll? Not worth discarding anything for that. And we'll roll the second 6. And we have 2 wounds that will go on to Krampus, bringing him down to 4. Now he is going to roll all of these dice here. So let's see what happens. So again, we have the purple is Lady Handbrook, the green is Lord Handbrook, the red is the militia. So, well, unfortunately, we are going to lose Lady Handbrook. Actually, I should have had one more die for Lady Handbrook. Let's see if that was going to make any bit of difference. It did. We have another one on there. But anyways, she is going to end up dying. So she is uh, killed, so that's going to drop down 2 on our shadow track. So she is deceased, and Lord Handbrook is going to take 1 wound, but he actually takes 2 to kill him. And the militia survived. And then his normal fight dice against me was not, he did not do anything. So let me see if we have anything that we can do between rounds. I actually should have done this at the start of the showdown. You may make a Spirit 5+ test for a 5+ roll. You gained a +1 fight die during the first showdown fight round. Unfortunately, I missed that, so that's okay. We are going to continue on in another round of battling. Where did I put the 1 die for him? Okay, so we've got that there. So she is out. We'll go ahead and roll our dice again. So we are rolling now. We don't have as many dice. We only have 1. In a showdown, Lord Handbrook must be wounded twice to be killed. Okay. So we have 1 fight die for him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're rolling 10 dice this time. So we'll roll our 8 and then we'll roll 2. So here we go. And that's going to give 2 more wounds to Krampus. And we roll 2 more dice. Let's see what we can do here. We're close to taking him out. We're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He has 6 health, so we only need 1. We only need 1 more on him. Rolling 2 dice. And we will put a wound on him. Let's see if we are going to actually, what's going to happen here. We're rolling our dice here. Let's see, is that a 1 or a 6? That is a 6, so we're going to lose our militia. Lord Handbrook is going to survive, and we are going to take 3 wounds ourselves. Okay. Thomas the Courier actually survived because we had endurance. He still had 1 more wound on him. Krampus has been defeated. So Christmas is actually going to be safe for the town of Shadowbrook. So really quickly, let me just do a little bit of a recap on this. So I played the basic game, and so we moved along very quickly in this. Otherwise, we would have been using some additional charts. Playing with the we played at normal level. If I was going to play at the hunter level, what I would have done I would use the cooperative shadow track, whereas we would move along here, the villain would gain additional health and then gain combat dice. This would make it a little bit harder. Later on, if we wanted to make it even harder, we would be able to play at the Master Hunter, and we would use the advanced cooperative chart that would have a mystery chart that things would be going on in between all the events, or we would use the normal cooperative mystery chart. And every time we were doing that, we would have a little bit more like bookkeeping and things that would be going on in the additional steps here. So, but this was very much a straightforward. In this particular game, we had, we pretty much took our turn. We just had the mystery phase. We didn't have any healing. We didn't have any minions that were moving around the board. I feel that I did pretty good in managing the minions that came out. We didn't have a lot of rolls on the minion chart. We did have a lot of events that kind of came into our favor. Unfortunately, we did lose 3 of our town elders. Never did look at Magistrate Croft. I wonder if he was evil. He probably was. Actually, no. Surprisingly, none of our town elders were in cahoots with Krampus. That is usually kind of that's a rarity. And then also in the basic game, there are a number of secrets that are taking out that were just to have a little bit more going on. So, thanks, Chris, for the congrats. But like I said, this game, it's a lot of fun. It's been a long time since I have played this game. In fact, it's been a little while since I've played any of the games from Flying Frog Productions. the last time I had tabled a game from them, it had been Shadows of Brimstone Adventures a couple of years ago, and I had a really bad experience, and I kind of shelved a lot of their games. Uh, and I just haven't had a chance to circle back around. And then I actually saw today on one of my friends on Phoenix Knight's channel. He had done a playthrough for A Touch of Evil, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna bring this out. I wanted to do a Christmas one. I have done some playthroughs over on when I was contributing over on Doug Herring's channel, Mystic Eye Games, for this, and I know that he was doing a winter one for against the Volgovian Nutcracker, but I'm not really sure how far he's gotten along with that. But anyways, I do enjoy this game. It's a lot of fun. Very thematic. I think that there was a good amount of tension with some of these events that were in here. And I just really, really enjoy this one. And I thank you guys for taking the time to watch this one. I think it was okay doing this in 2 streams just to kind of break it up, and also allowed me to make sure that I was playing things right and all that fun stuff. So, anyways, I appreciate you guys watching. I do have one other holiday game that I want to try to get in before Christmas. It's another cooperative game called Spirits of Christmas, where we're going to be working as the Christmas spirits, trying to help Ebenezer Scrooge see that he's doing the right thing. A couple other things that I'm going to be coming up with on the channel. I'm going to do some couple of gaming recaps, and a couple things I wanted to talk about. There's a couple of the games that came out from Asmodee, like Catan and the Ticket to Ride. They have the refreshed versions of the games. You got Catan 6th edition, and then the new refresh for the Ticket to Ride, and I wanted to discuss those in a little quick video and stuff. So those will be coming up in the short term here, the next probably before the week is up. So we'll just see. I'm going to try and get on and do that. Also, I think I'm going to try to experiment more with just live streaming, getting on and being able to do stuff and doing it on the kind of on the fly. So anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I appreciate you taking the time to spend some time with me here in Shadowbrook and playing A Touch of Evil. And we will catch you again soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.